Hello and welcome to the Daily Comic and Collectible, episode 389. Now today, the collectible of the day is the Mattel Toys DC Universe Classics 75th Anniversary Glow-in-the-Dark The Spectre action figure. This classic 5-inch scale figure of the Spectre is fully articulated and was released in 2009 to celebrate 75 years of superpowers. This figure is from Series 12 of the line, and is the glow-in-the-dark version of the character. This super-articulated figure has advanced articulation for posing and display, and was released for adult collectors. Spectre is part of the Dark Side Build-A-Figure wave, and also comes with an included DC Collector's Pin. When honest cop James Kerrigan was killed by gangsters, the ghostly spirit of vengeance appeared and offered him a second chance at life. Corrigan agreed and became the Spectre, a ghostly avenger of evil deeds. But he was only one in a series of human ghosts to the Spectre entity. The Spectre's methods are often harsh, violent, and instill intense fear in its victims. If you gaze into his eyes and feel fear, your sinning days are over. Released by Mattel Toys. Now, the comic of the day is Wrath of the Spectre, Volume 1, Issue Number 1, reprinted in May of 1988. Originally printed in 1974 in Adventure Comics, Volume 1, from issue 431, with story by Michael Fleischer, art by Jim Aparo, and cover by Jim Aparo. This first story is titled Wrath of the Spectre. We open with an armored car robbery resulting in 4 guards dead and 3 crooks escaping. Lieutenant Corrigan from Homicide is put on the case. He follows a lead to an antiques dealer who happens to be part of the heist gang. When Corrigan confronts him, the thug panics and pulls a gun. He then flees his shop, taking the money. As he drives off, Spectre follows him. The thief pulls over and calls his buddy from a payphone, confessing he's scared because a spook is after him. After the call, he jumps in his car again. Moments later, the Spectre appears, larger than life, causing the driver to go off the road and plunge over a cliff. 1 down, 2 to go. The Spectre then visits the next thug in the hideout. This time, a machine gun has been pulled out on him, but Spectre only melts it away, along with the man's arms, and slowly the rest of him, until he's only a bubbling flesh form on the floor. The third victim believes he's safe on a plane to South America. However, Spectre boards and flips out the lights. When the lights finally come back on, the passengers all gasp at the sight of a skeleton crumbling in the aisle. The 3 murdered thugs have now all perished by the wrath of the Spectre. Geek Fact. Although the original series was deemed as controversial at the time it was published, due to the depiction of violence and horror themes, Wrath of the Spectre was received generally good, with reviews from fans and professionals alike. This was a limited series totaling 4 issues that ran May, June, July, and August of 1988. Bonus Geek Fact. The very first cameo appearance introducing the Spectre was in More Fun Comics, issue number 51, from January of 1940. His first full appearance of the Spectre and the origin of the Spectre was in More Fun Comics, issue number 52, along with the first appearance of the Presence, the creator of the Spectre, and the most powerful entity in the DC multiverse. Another bonus geek fact. In the history of the DC universe, the Presence is the ultimate creator, the source of all things. often presented as a fictionalized counterpart to the God of the Abrahamic religions. It includes elements that multiple religions, mythologies, and modern concepts such as the Endless, which also includes my favorite, the Sandman. The presence has taken numerous forms throughout history and has many aspects, including the voice, the hand, and the source. DC Cover Gallery. Unfortunately, there were no ads or upcoming events in this issue, but it did include a sweet cover gallery of past artist covers that I just had to show. Plus, this issue was a wraparound cover, so I had to show the back so you could see the criminals getting their comeuppums. I don't know where they got the idea that this contained horror and violent themes. I rather enjoyed it. And final Geek Fact. The spirit's real name is Aztar, and is the spirit of vengeance. Its special abilities include projecting fear into its victims with a piercing stare, can see into the souls of humans, judging their motives and intentions, almost immeasurable magical abilities, and nearly invulnerable to harm. The Spectre was said to be an embodiment of God's wrath, a disembodied spirit charged with punishing evildoers on behalf of the Almighty. The Spectre was anchored to a human host in the form of the deceased NYPD detective Jim Kerrigan. He's been associated with both the Justice Society of America and All-Star Squadron. Well, I'd like to thank you for joining me for another Daily Comic and Collectible, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. This is Cat Fan Comics Man, and I'll catch you on the flip. Over and out.